And the reason I raise that is they are saying that this month is Vaccine Awareness Month, and they lie on the news saying that it is the law that you take vaccines to go to school when there is no law and it's a total fraud. So even if you believe in vaccines, you should know they're premeditatedly lying to you and have a long history of adding cancer viruses and other pathogens to the vaccines. This is the same government caught injecting black people with syphilis and keeping it secret for 47 years with Tuskegee. And there's thousands of other lethal tests, radiating little kids, testing pesticides on them, and they're running around this month lying to everyone. This is why the public is so dumbed down. This is why cancer is off the charts. They put fluoride, even though Harvard admits it causes brain damage and cancer, in the water. These people are waging war on us, and it's time to expose them. Is there something to the science of artificial immunity? Of course. Has it been known with smallpox for 500 years and used in Europe? Yes. But there were always risks, even when they weren't tainting it. Continuing, they also teach in the public schools that global warming is real, that carbon taxes are needed to pay your carbon indulgences, that global governance is needed. It's all part of Common Core that also teaches 2 + 2 = 5. This is the ongoing brainwashing. And again, why do we have the federal government involved in our education? Why is it controlling the school lunch program? Why is it controlling that schools can't have Girl Scouts there to sell cookies, or a bake sale money can't go to a school? This is total federalization, and it's not just federalization. The UN is then involved setting those policies through UNESCO. This is global governance by people who don't have our best interest at heart. Continuing with Michelle Obama's war on bake sales, a lot of states are moving to block Common Core, and that's a good thing because it shows you why we have states as a check and a balance against an out-of-control federal government. Continuing here with just some of the different aspects of what government is doing in the schools, we have Texas principals fired over telling students they should learn to speak English. That's racist, of course, even though English is the global language, and the Chinese, the Germans, the Russians, everyone else that wants to get ahead teaches mandatory English because it's the global language, because the British Empire still pretty much runs the world. No, they want these kids to be controlled by the Democrats and their Latino race-baiting, La Raza, race-based operatives to keep them on the plantation on welfare like they've successfully done with blacks. These are the same public schools that suspend kids that bring a Nerf gun to show and tell, or suspend kids that bring a plastic knife to spread butter to school. Now a lot of schools won't let parents pack their own lunches for their children. This is outrageous. And so we again want to warn everyone as school starts that all these big free shot events taking place at different city event centers around the country and also in Europe are a fraud and a lie, and the vaccines have serious dangers and do not protect your children. And most major outbreaks of measles, mumps, and rubella are caused by the vaccines themselves. Most new cases in Asia on record in Africa of things like polio are being caused by the polio vaccine itself. This is population reduction 101. And most medical doctors are now starting to wake up to this, but the medical tyranny of Obamacare is centralizing things and not letting them make their own decisions. In closing tonight, I want to challenge all of the viewers. I want to challenge everyone who loves liberty and hates tyranny to spread the word about INFOWARS.com, about the daily radio show, and about what we do here on INFOWARS Nightly News 5 nights a week at 7 o'clock Central. We do the best job we can. We try to tell the truth. And when we get it wrong, we are more than ready to come out and to retract what we've said. The difference between us and the establishment media is they're reading off teleprompters. They are taking centralized disinformation and deploying it against the people. We are organic, we are independent, and we wear our bias of telling the truth and promoting liberty and freedom on our sleeve. We support the right to self-defense and private property. We support the right of a First Amendment and a free press and the right to practice religion or to not practice it as you see fit. We are against the phony drug war and the big banks that made drugs illegal so they could ship the drugs in and make more profits in a black market. We are against tyranny from A to Z, and that's why it's imperative to tell your friends and family and folks on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and your church and your work about the nightly news, about the syndicated radio show, about the magazine and the documentary films and the incredible team of reporters, graphics people, camera people, researchers, investigative journalists, and reporters in the print division that are changing history together. And despite the fact that INFOWARS.com is ragtag and been around 19 years, started right here in Austin, Texas, it is an American and a human success story of liberty because we are having an effect globally more and more every day, thanks to you spreading the word and our efforts here in Central Texas. So please warn friends and family about the vaccines and about their dangers and about the people that are dying from them and having their organs shut down from them and getting pancreatitis and diabetes from them. It's in all the studies, and epilepsy and narcolepsy and all sorts of juvenile onset of brain disorders akin to Alzheimer's. We need to get the word out about that, and to do that, we need to promote the fact that INFOWARS.com and PrisonPlanet.com are here. Because yes, we're growing exponentially, but the enemy is intensifying their efforts against us. And that's why we need you now more than ever to pray for us and to also financially support us and to spread the word about what we're doing, because we're committed to this fight. We have the truth, we understand the enemy program, and we're having more and more victories. So the battle has been joined, it's been kicked up to another level, and it's now time to re-intensify and redouble your efforts. And it's time for those of you out there on the fence to decide which side you're really on. I've said it many times, and I'll say it again. When you financially support INFOWARS by going to INFOWARSstore.com, you are literally buying war bonds in the battle to awaken humanity. I want to encourage all of you in this back-to-school week, from this Monday to next, to visit INFOWARSstore.com, where all of the incredible books, videos, supplements, liberty-based attire, belt buckles, Molon Labe t-shirts, organic seeds, you name it, are 10% off the already extremely low prices. That means if a product like Fluoride Shield or X2 is already 30% off, we're adding an additional 10% off with the promo code 10 or 10. All you do is go to INFOWARSstore.com, check out the thousands of high-quality products, from INFOWARS dash cams to survival seeds to all the amazing supplements to the pro-liberty, anti-globalist t-shirts, ball caps, you name it, and you will get 10% off the already low, low price. Whether it's the Made in America apparel or the Produced in America high-quality supplements, it's all 10% off the already lowest price in this back-to-school week. We are doing this special to draw attention to the brainwashing that's taking place in the media and in the public schools and in many of the private schools and the, quote, higher levels of education. And we're also doing it to mid-air refuel this operation so that we have more capital to continue on and to expand our operations into the fall and winter months. History is taking place right now, and it is critical to support all opposition to the New World Order, all opposition to the technocracy, all opposition to the scientific dictatorship must be backed. And INFOWARS.com is right at the tip of the spear, not just here in the United States or North America, but worldwide. That's why it's essential to take advantage of this 10% off across the board special at InfoWarsStore.com, because it is a symbol of resistance against tyranny to support our operation financially so we can expand in the face of the tyrants. I could have never imagined 19 years ago when I started this operation that it would grow into something this big or this important. Quite frankly, it's frightening how much success we're having against the globalists, because I know that they are insanely angry at what we're doing and are pulling out the stops to try to crush us and to try to stop us and to try to cut the head off the snake of what they see as the liberty movement. But the truth is, we've already activated another generation of liberty lovers. We've already exposed the globalist diabolical combination of evil, and the information is out. Their criminal, their scientifically produced system of evil has been exposed. The genie is out of the bottle, and the beginning of the end for the globalists has already begun. InfoWars is only one small part of the global awakening, but we're a key part because we understand the larger enemy program. That's why it's critical to take the information we break down every single day, double check it for yourself, add any intel you get to it, and to pass it on to others, because there's no way they can shut us all down. There's no way they can shut us all up. And we're beginning to wake up a lot of people in the military, a lot of people in the bureaucracy, a lot of police, a lot of corporate people understand that this new world order is pure evil and you can't make a deal with it. Again, the ball is in your court. History is happening right now. Take advantage of this back-to-school anti-brainwashing special. Get involved in the info war. Wake up and warn some people today about vaccines, about Common Core, about how the schools are being turned into prisons, you name it. That's it for this extended edition of InfoWars Nightly News. Great job, David Knight, earlier, and to the rest of the crew. Lord willing, I'll be back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. on the radio. And I say Lord willing because we do not take the fact that we're on air for granted, and you shouldn't either. Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our Immune Support Infusion Blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.
You are watching the InfoWars Nightly News, which airs 7 p.m. Central at InfoWarsNews.com. Members can share their passcodes with up to 11 other people, and your support is helping us defend liberty worldwide.